Hello my friends and welcome to another beginner's guide. This time we are going over elements, elemental defense and elemental attack. So Legend of Mir 3, these files have 8 separate elements. As you can see here: holy, dark, phantom, physical, wind, lightning, ice and fire. And you can see the numbers there. So red numbers mean a disadvantage, green numbers mean an advantage, and white numbers mean neutral. So having a look at my character screen, you can see that I have elemental advantages to most things. I'm missing phantom for the purposes of this test, just so there is a neutral for me to talk about, and I have ×4 wind defense. That means I'll take 40% less damage from wind based spells, and mobs have exactly the same stat packs when it comes to elements. So you'll see that the mob has an elemental weakness to fire. That means that it'll take 20% more damage from fire based spells. Remember, 10% per number. So if it's 2, it's 20%. If it's 5, which is the maximum, then it's 50%. So in PvP specifically, stacking elements versus what you're going to be hit with is a very efficient way of making yourself more tanky. You can get up to 50% damage reduction against certain elements and therefore certain spells and therefore certain classes. So for instance, wizards will most likely use Tempest because it's a very powerful spell for them. So wind defense means that Tempest is less of a threat to you. Their two big AoE damage dealing spells are both ice, snowstorm and blizzard. Therefore, stacking ×5 ice defense makes blizzard and snowstorm less effective, and you can do that for every class. A warrior wearing a fire darkstone will deal fire damage, so having fire defense versus that will be better. And same for Taoists with dark, holy and phantom, the 3 elements that they use. So you can see where we're going with this. You can use an emblem, as I'm hovering here. The high bravery emblem will give you an extra ×1 to everything, and your hunt buff, which you can gain from hunting certain mobs in certain places, will also give you ×1 to every element. So you can start with a base 20% damage reduction to everything by crafting yourself an emblem, which does take a lot of time, but it is definitely worth it, and through farming your hunt buff efficiently. They are far and away the easiest and best ways to get yourself tanky very quickly. You can also get an elemental resistance stat on your pig, which will help you to further increase your tankiness. This is a basic overview of how elements work. Remember, 1 point of elemental advantage is a 10% damage reduction, and 1 point of elemental disadvantage is an increase in the damage that that mob or you will take from that element. So if you have ×5 disadvantage to fire, you'll take 50% more damage from fire spells. This has been a short guide to elements. Thank you for watching. I have been Nelly Matty. I will see you in game.